Good morning, grade fours. It is Monday, April. I always have to look at this calendar. April the 27th already. For math today, you should have marked pages 10, 11, and 12 in your booklet. Remember, we are in this booklet, dates and times, and we are working on page 13, 14, and 15 today. So I'm going to help you out a little bit with page 13. This one says to draw two hands. Remember, the long hand is the minute hand, the short hand is the hour hand, on these clocks to show the time. So I have a clock here that I'm hoping will help us with this example. Don't worry about the numbers you see on the inside here. That's a 24-hour clock, and we won't talk about that just yet. So the first example is done for you. Question number 2 says 35 minutes after 10. So if I wanted to look at 35 minutes after 10, remember, each one of these intervals is 5 minutes. Okay, I know that this is 30 because the total is 60. So I know already that this would be 35, that this would be 30, and this would be 35. So when the question asks you 35 minutes after 10, my hour hand now has to switch as well. Sorry, that was not a very good showing of that. So let's say 10. So here's 10 o'clock, remember? As I move the minute hand around, that little tiny hour hand is slowly moving as well. So 10:30, it has to be halfway between the 10 and the 11. 10:35, I'm just gonna move that minute hand 5 more minutes. So it would look like that. So your answer drawn out should look like that. Whenever the minute hand is 30 minutes or more, the hour hand has to move at least halfway. And as I move this closer to 11 o'clock, see the hour hand starts to move again, so that when I get to 11 o'clock, the hour hand is now pointing at the 11. So watch carefully that your hour hand is moving as well. The rest of that page is done similar to that. You'll mark this again tomorrow. Remember, quarter after, when they say quarter after is at the 3. So think of a whole. This is a quarter. This is a half. If they say quarter to, that would be the minute hand over here. Quarter to the hour. So this would say quarter to 12, or some people would say 11:45. Okay, both are correct. Now the next page, I drew a diagram for the first part on my chalkboard because I think you might need some help with this one. Some of these answers are kind of tricky. If you want to pause the video right now and try them, and then come back and see if you need some help on it, or just go along with me. You can have your pencil at the same time. So these are the stations, so the places the train stops. These are the times that the train stops at these stations. So this would tell me that at Burwood, I could catch a train at 5:20, 5:27, 5:50, 7:17, 8:26. Same with these ones. If there's no answers here, that would mean the train doesn't run at that time to that station. All right, so the first question says, what time does the 10 to 6 train, so 10 to 6, I have to think on here, 10 minutes to 6. So 10 minutes to 6, I'm gonna move this all the way around. 10 minutes to 6 would look like this, right? 10 minutes, it's 10 to 5, 10 minutes to 6, so it's almost 6 o'clock. So that would also say 5:50. So I'm gonna look on my chart. What time does the 10 to 6 train, 5:50, from Burwood arrive at Ashfield? So if I'm gonna catch the train at 5:50, I would arrive in Ashfield at 6:05. Okay, so this is the time I would depart. This is the time I would stop in Ashfield. If I kept going, I would stop in Summerhill at this time, and it continues on. So this is one train's time, another train's time, another train's time. So question A, if I left Burwood at 5:50, I would get to Ashfield at 6:05. So question A would be 6:05. Okay, question B, I have just missed the 5:35 train from Ashfield. So I just missed this train. How long do I have to wait until the next train? So if I'm 5:35, I'm standing there, I missed it. I have to wait till 5:42. So how many minutes would that be? So think again, if you have a clock and you can move the hands on your clock, that's helpful. 5:35, 5:40 would be 5 minutes. 5:42, 5 plus 2 would be 7 minutes. So answer for B would be 7 minutes. Okay, question C. I live in Croydon, right here, and I want to get to Lewisham. So I want to get here by 6:30. So which train should I catch? So Lewisham, to get here by 6:30, if I get here at 5:55, I'm still there, but I'm kind of early. 6:18, that looks pretty close to 6:30. 7:45, I'm late. So if I want to get here by 6:30, I'd be a little bit early, give myself a little bit of extra time. What time do I have to leave Croydon where I live? So I would look up here. If I left Croydon at 6 o'clock, I would arrive in Lewisham before 6:30. Okay, so I want to leave at 6 o'clock. So the question says, which train should I catch? I should catch the 6 o'clock train. So the answer for C should be 6 o'clock. All right, the bottom part here about the TV guide, how long does current affairs on CBC start? So these are the stations, these are the times. You're just going to find the show that you're watching, current affairs. It starts at, well, it shows me it starts at 8 o'clock on here. Excuse me, so that one should be okay to do. The other page on here, page 16, sorry, are you doing that page? No, you're doing 13, 14, and 15. Oh, I missed page 14. 14 you could do on your own. I skipped that one because I think you'll be okay with those questions. Cartoons start 7 o'clock, they end at 7:30. Comedy show starts at 10:30, ends at 11. So you're just answering the 5 questions at the bottom. This is the information for the page. This is the questions you're going to answer. So today's assignment, again, you are on this page. Okay, again, if you have a clock like I did at home and can mark it for yourself, sometimes that makes it a little bit easier. This page you should be fine on your own. The last page for today, page 15, we just did this on the board together. Hopefully that all made sense, and you should be able to catch that last part all on your own. All right, have a good day, grade 4s.